Hi everyone and welcome to another obscure Asian story. Everybody loves a true crime show. True crime stories are more than just a morbid fascination with other people's pain. They offer a window into the human psyche, satisfy our curiosity, and reinforce our sense of justice. They also provide a sense of reassurance and remind us of our good fortune. However, true crime stories can also be psychologically unhealthy, and sometimes people take what they see a tad bit too far. That's exactly what happened earlier this year in South Korea. In May 2023, the country was rocked by a brutal murder that sent shockwaves through the nation. Chung Yu-chung, a 23-year-old unemployed woman, was arrested for the premeditated murder and dismemberment of a 26-year-old English tutor. The case quickly became a national obsession, with Chung dubbed the true crime fan due to her morbid fascination with crime shows and novels. Chung's obsession with crime began at a young age. She would spend hours watching crime shows and reading true crime novels. She was particularly fascinated by serial killers and the psychology behind their action. As she grew older, her obsession became increasingly dark and disturbing. According to the police, she was obsessed with crime shows and novels and scored highly on psychopath tests. She became fixated with the idea of trying out a murder and began using an online tutoring app to meet potential victims. She contacted more than 50 people and favorite women, asking them if they can conduct their lessons at home. In May 2023, Chung met a 26-year-old English tutor named So Nang-gyum through the online tutoring app. Chung posed as a high school student and asked So to tutor her in English. So agreed, and the two arranged to meet at Chung's apartment. Chung then showed up at the tutor's house dressed in a school uniform she had bought online. After the teacher let her in, she attacked the woman, stabbing her more than 100 times and continuing the frenzied attack even after the victim had died. She then dismembered the woman's body and took a taxi ride to dump some of the remains in remote parkland near a river, north of Busan. She was arrested after the taxi driver tipped off police about a customer who had dumped a blood-soaked suitcase in the woods. Police said Chung's online browsing history showed she had researched for months on how to kill and how to get rid of a body. However, she was also careless and took no effort to avoid CCTV cameras, which captured her entering and leaving the tutor's home several times. The brutal killing shocked South Korea, and prosecutors asked for the death penalty, which is typically reserved for the gravest of offenses. They told the court that Chung, an unemployed loner who lived with her grandfather, had looked for victims for months using an online tutoring app to find a target. She was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Chung pleaded for a more lenient sentence, citing hallucinations and other mental disorders at the time. However, the court rejected her argument, stating that the crime had been carefully planned and carried out, and her statements to the police had frequently changed. The murder of So Nang-gyum sent shockwaves through South Korea. The media dubbed Chung the true crime fan due to her morbid fascination with crime. Driven by macabre curiosity to experience murder firsthand, she had become obsessed with true crime, devouring books and watching documentaries, seeking to unravel the enigma of the human psyche capable of such brutality. The case also sparked a debate about the dangers of online anonymity and the potential for obsession to lead to violence. The murder shocked the nation and sparked a debate about the effectiveness of an outdated policy that had failed to protect an innocent life. Chung's crime exposed the shortcomings of a policy that had long been in place, one that allowed minors to access online tutoring platforms without restrictions. This policy, designed to provide educational opportunities for young learners, had inadvertently created a loophole, leaving unsuspecting tutors vulnerable to predators. In the aftermath of Chung's crime, discussions surrounding the policy's relevance gained momentum. Questions arose about its effectiveness in safeguarding minors in the ever-evolving digital landscape. As the details of Chung's crime emerged, public outcry intensified, demanding a reassessment of the policy. The government, responding to the growing concern, initiated a review of the online tutoring regulations, recognizing the need for safeguards to protect vulnerable users. The subsequent revisions to the policy introduced stricter verification procedures for minors, requiring parental consent and limiting access to certain services. While these measures were welcomed as a step in the right direction, they also highlighted the policy's belated implementation. Critics argued that the policy had become outdated, failing to adapt to the changing nature of online interactions. As the months passed, Zhang's story gradually receded from the public eye. The media's attention shifted to other pressing issues, and the policy, though revised, remained largely unmentioned. The once infamous name of Chong Yu-chong faded into the background, her crime serving as a somber reminder of the dangers lurking in the digital realm. The decline in Zhang's notoriety mirrored the warning relevance of the outdated policy. The policy, once a cornerstone of online tutoring regulations, had become a relic of a bygone era, its importance overshadowed by the rapid advancements in technology and the evolving nature of online interactions. Its importance overshadowed by the rapid advancements in technology and the evolving nature of online interactions. Chong's story serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the potential consequences of failing to adapt to the ever-changing digital landscape. The outdated policy, a symbol of complacency and neglect, ultimately failed to protect an innocent life, leaving a tragic mark on the lives of those affected. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time, and thanks for watching!